because you think that you have a house that you have built in Nigeria, you have a business that you are running in Nigeria, and these are the reasons why you don't want Nigeria to go. Nigeria will eventually take you out one day, depending on how, nobody knows. Let us allow Nigeria to go and rest so that the next generation would not have to go through what we are currently going through. Nigeria is a crime scene, and it is just a matter of when Nigeria was going to happen to you. But I don't want Nigeria to happen to you. Yoruba nation is not a political party. Yoruba nation is not a political party. Yoruba nation is for the benefit of every sons and daughters of Yoruba around the world. Let Nigeria go and rest. Let's bury Nigeria and then have a better system that works for everybody. Not the one that works for only the few, and millions of you are scrambling for whatever you can get out of Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't own those resources that is within our own territory. Those territories belong to the Yoruba land, not Nigeria. Nigeria is not Buhari. For those of you that is thinking that Buhari is the reason why you are so scared, Nigeria is not for the Fulani. The Yoruba land is not for those individuals that I've mentioned. Once again, we apologize for those of you on the YouTube. It was the OBJ video that was messing around and I've taken it out. I will not disconnect because I realized I saw it as I wanted to send it through. It cut off the broadcast. So we're not going to use it anymore. So, university students are still on strike. What are the benefits or what would be the gain should we leave Nigeria? Are we going to suffer? Because if we end up coming out of Nigeria, we will be going from fry pan to fire. But what they don't understand is nobody will kill you because of 5,000 naira in Yoruba nation. Because the custom will be well paid. The system will be regularized. And all these are something that millions of people are not taking serious. You want to keep Nigeria, even though you're a Yoruba person. You want to play politics that your life, is that a kind of system that you want? I don't think we want to live in that kind of society, especially those of us that have lived away from Nigeria for a very long time. And I know a lot of you also don't want to do the same thing. So all I can say to us is, we have the opportunity to say enough is enough. We can get a glory that have been missing and taken away from us for a very long time. We can save our identity. Let's watch this. It's coming up.
Downward thinking to upward thinking, from poor to good, from bondage and oppression to freedom, from backwardness to forward progression, from ignorance to knowledge, from primitivity to modernization, from darkness to shining light, from poverty to wealth, and from dying to living. They have had enough. The people are the Yoruba, forced to live in a country since 1914 with other tribes of far different cultures, history, and future, but have now realized and known better that to continue to live in that same country with some of these other tribes is no good for them at all, and not good for their generations to come. They have found wisdom. They are changing their mindset and are getting out of their entrapment in that geographical expression that they have been in to form and freely run their own country, their own heritage, their own land. They are breaking out from under the slabs to growing and being seen by the whole world. Hooray! That is the message, and see, all Yoruba are now beginning to sing the same song. There's much work to be done on the land of our birth, exalted, exalted, for the whole world to see. Blood, truly, they say, is thicker than water. Hi, I trust that you too can make something, anything, that is both expressive and impressive at the same time, such that if anyone sees or hears it, they will run with it, shout it out loud to the whole world, and clap for the Yoruba people on this great achievement of the changing of their minds about finally leaving the failed country. Well done, all you blessed Yoruba. All change, please, all change. Downward thinking to upward thinking, from poor to good, from bondage and oppression to freedom, from backwardness to forward progression, from ignorance to knowledge, from primitivity to modernization, from darkness to shining light, from poverty to wealth, and from dying to living. They have had enough. The people are the Yoruba, forced to live in a country since 1914 with other tribes of far different cultures, history, and future, but have now realized and known better that to continue to live in that same country with some of these other tribes is no good for them at all, and not good for their generations to come. They have found wisdom. They are changing their mindset and are getting out of their entrapment in that geographical expression that they have been in to form and freely run their own country, their own heritage, their own land. They are breaking out from under the slabs to growing and being seen by the whole world. Hooray! That is the message, and see, all Yoruba are now beginning to sing the same song. There's much work to be done on the land of our birth, exalted, exalted, for the whole world to see. Blood, truly, they say, is thicker than water. Hi, I trust that you too can make something, anything, that is both expressive and impressive at the same time, such that if anyone sees or hears it, they will run with it, shout it out loud to the whole world, and clap for the Yoruba people on this great achievement of the changing of their minds about finally leaving the failed country. Well done, all you blessed Yoruba. All change, please, all change.
All change, all change. All the way in Canada, I just spotted our beautiful mother, and those of you in America, in all African countries. This is a live broadcast, it's not a replay. The time here is 2:37 a.m., 17th of April 2022. It's a live transmission for those of you that are probably just joining. Some of you probably are wondering, you don't know what time I start a program. KOIKIMEDIA is 24 hours. That means we run a 24 hours network, and we can be live at any time, at any day. There's a lot going on in Ile-Ife as well, which I'm sure some of you saw some of our posts. If you're following us on our timeline, we're doing as much as we can to update you on everything that you need to know on Yoruba Nation. The moment we have it, we assess it, we confirm it, and we post it so that you can also, thank you very much, my brother, and those of you that are joining us as you continue to follow the conversation. We are already living in a trapped system in Nigeria. It's a trapped system. And if we don't exit now, it will be painful should we allow Nigeria to continue. Especially those of you that have the belief that maybe we should give it one more try. Don't let us think that direction. We can funny extra time, say nǹkan máa yàtọ̀, nǹkan máa change. Tẹ́ bá ṣe mistake yẹn, you will be dealt with. And that is why we must say to the world, àwa kọ́ la máa kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ ìlú tó fẹ́ kúrò nínú ìlú kan. Àwa dẹ̀ kọ́ la máa jẹ́ the last. Let us continue to give reasons. There are millions of reasons that we can stay on our own and have a better life as against the one that we have presently now in Nigeria. As we speak right now, we haven't got a life in Nigeria. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what part of Nigeria you live. Whether you live in the IGBOHO area that you think that there's a lot of security. Whether you live in a low ground area, the economy is crashing and is crashing very fast. The system is going to collapse and it will fall on everybody. Àwọn kan máa argue pé, what is the real agenda for this Yoruba nation? Why now? What is the purpose? What is it in it that we don't know? And I ask the question, are we not one people, one language, one culture? Why should we want to save something that we do not align to and agree to? Was there any way that you heard that we agreed to the amalgamation of Nigeria? Ǹjẹ́ bí kankan wà? Ǹjẹ́ bí kankan wà tí wọ́n ti sọ pé nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ amalgamate Nigeria o, àwa náà ṣe kí ni o, a fọwọ́ sí, a fọkàn sí, a fẹ̀mí sí. So why should we then keep that system? Ṣèbẹ́yìn náà máa ń gbọ́ àwọn ìlú oríṣiríṣi tó wà all over the world, and you see how they are progressing in the little resources that they have. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ káwa náà wà lórí ọwọ́ tiwa pé nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ tiwa á máa jẹ́ tiwa? Why must we wait for the crumbs from the international community to feed ourselves when we have the human capacity, the human talent? Even if you don't know, everybody will be trained. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń wò nílùú òyìnbó, tó o bá train wọn, there will not be the doctor that you know. There will not be the engineer. There will not be the agriculture, the biologist, the nurse, the doctors, the midwives. What train wọn débẹ̀ ni? Don't wait until Nigeria happens to you. It's coming up to 2:45 a.m. here in London. Today is the 17th of April 2022. Nigeria is a crime scene. I just want to come up and show you this again. Let's watch this.
Our story, the story of the Nigerian youth. As a child, I was told I was lucky to be born in Nigeria. I was told that my land flowed with milk and honey and that we were the giants of Africa. I was told that we represented the black race and that my country was on the path to greatness. Some of my schools had doors, windows, and some tables, while some had no doors, no windows, no tables, and no form of electricity. I could hardly hear my teachers over the din of Lagos generator. I was promised books that never came and taught by those who themselves needed teaching. This was my foundation. I started life disadvantaged through no fault of mine. My parents made me promises based on the promises the government made to them. I was told that blackouts will soon be a thing of the past. I was told that water was coming to my area. I was told that the roads in my neighborhood would soon be tarred. I stood under the sun to thank the governor for using taxpayers' money to give my school some tables. He carried me up and in a loud voice said, "This is the future of Nigeria." They all said I was the future, but their actions clearly showed they didn't believe there was a future. As I prepared for university, I found out that no matter how hard I worked, that my name, religion, and the part of Nigeria that I came from mattered more than my hard work. My parents never told me that it was more important to buy handouts than to read. They never told me I was the object of my lecturer's affection. They never told me that a 4-year program could take 6 years. They never told me that some of my lecturers were the grandmasters of the confraternities. I was not told that it was easier to save money to pay for whatever grades I wanted than to read for the grades. I am now a graduate, despite and in spite of it all. 2020 is here and I am searching for Vision 2020. I guess they never knew 2020 would come so soon. I still don't have water. My roads are still not tarred, and yes, I can still hear the generators humming in umbrella-carrying politicians. But lo and behold, they are all carrying brooms now. What to do? Umbrella or broom? Broom and umbrella. I need a job. This is who I am. I am the Nigerian youth. I am not lazy, neither am I corrupt. I could compete globally if I had the right tools. My Nigerian education has not prepared me for the world in which I live in. I would work if the jobs were available. I would farm if the farmlands were safe, if I had guaranteed off-takers for my produce, or if I had access to processing facilities within my area. I could start an online business if I had access to steady power, good and affordable internet, money to buy a laptop, or access to a techno park with shared services within my district. There are so many things I could do if my government would provide the enabling environment for me to thrive. I've been meaning to tell you that your minimum wage doesn't cover my monthly transportation. You have said that the Nigerian youth will drive agricultural revolution, but conveniently forgot to mention that farmers are being killed every day. You have now promised to enlist 1 million Nigerian youth into the army to fight Boko Haram. The same Boko Haram that was created by a politician who roams the streets of Abuja.
We're going to let that go. We're just about 10 minutes before the end of our late night broadcast. I want to remind us again, the Nigeria that you love so much is now finally going into the drain. And we will do everything to bring it down peacefully. We will do everything to expose every part of the system that failed everybody, including the non-Yorubas. It is time that every indigenous must allow to go out of Nigeria. Nigeria was never meant for us. Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bá dá dúró tán, àǹfààní tó máa wà níbẹ̀ ó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. And that is why they want to hold us back. Àkúkú ní wà láyé forever. I'm giving us every time on this platform 100 extra years on your age. I'm going to do a program, maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after, focusing on the Nigerian diaspora children. Do you think that your children will ever go back home? Should we continue with Nigeria? It's just a question I don't know. But I have it that they won't go to a country that doesn't have a system and a rule of law. They won't go back to a country where they are likely to be kidnapped. Do you think that all those children born outside Nigeria and you are now building house in Nigeria, I don't know for who, you are running a business, probably maybe voluntary or charity for your loved ones. But I'm talking about our children that are living with us outside Nigeria. Will they ever go back and relocate to Nigeria? I don't know. I'm just asking. We will run a program on that. Some of our beautiful aunties, the diaspora Nigerians in Belfast, in England, in Scotland, in Wales, they will do everything to promote Nigeria here in UK and America and Canada, Spain, Germany, Cyprus, Turkey, Malaysia, Thailand, China, Japan. They will run all kind of different programs promoting Nigeria, but they will never relocate to Nigeria because they are likely to be killed by a custom officer because of 5,000 naira. Don't wait until Nigeria happens to you. We can say and ask that we end it now before Nigeria end you. Nigeria is sitting on a keg of a time bomb, and millions of Nigerians will continue to dive into a big poverty. You will start eating yourself very soon if we do not let it go. I know you love Nigeria so much, but have you asked yourself, ǹjẹ́ tí nǹkan kan bá ṣe ẹ́ nísìn gbàrà, ǹjẹ́ Nàìjíríà lè tọ́jú ẹ? I saw Fade Yororo crying for help, just as so many of them like that. They did all their best serving Nigeria, promoting the unity of Nigeria, using their films, their music, but Nigeria was never there to save them at their last hour. Don't look at those influencers that are telling you Nigeria will work. Look at the bigger picture. Those of us outside Nigeria must work with those in Nigeria. We are here to continue to enlighten and educate ourselves. It is not a time to lose hope. Neither is it a time to give up. It is a time to buckle up and do everything necessarily possibly best to tell the world that we are Yorubas and we can never change that. Once again, thank you so much to each and every one of you that have stayed behind throughout the program. Let us remember that our future is in our hands. Our lives are what we choose to make them. If you say that you want us to keep one Nigeria, I'm asking the question, why? What is the purpose? What is the reason? What do you want to gain out of Nigeria? And what do you want to invest in Nigeria that you cannot invest in Yoruba nation or Biafra nation or Arewa nation? Do you think that this politician cares about any one of you? Or are they more likely to close their eyes when you call them for support? Nigeria is not meant for us, and we must tell the world that we, the Yorubas, the Biafra, and the Arewa, must now be divided so that we can go our separate ways. My name hasn't changed. It's Olayomi Koike. We pray for everybody that is still in the hands of these deadly terrorists that are operating with no one running after them to shoot them, to kill them, to take them out. But they are more ready to kill innocent Nigerians because of 5,000 naira. So many images and videos are sent to us on a daily basis. Some of us have lost track of people that have been killed in Nigeria, missing. But one thing is, we will do everything within our means to continue to push and advise that Yoruba nation is the answer to what we need. These are just bunch of criminals that have no human sympathy. They are all sleeping in an air condition while millions of Nigerians are all over the IDP camps across the country. They are more concerned about how they want to keep their wealth stashed all over the world. They are not interested. Wọ́n ní àníyàn kankan rárá látòkè sílẹ̀ bí mẹ̀kúnnù ṣe máa wà òkè. Ó kàn dùn àwa pé àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù kò sí ní tó lè ṣe nítorí pé wọ́n ti wà nínú ìṣẹ́. And they will eat from the food of somebody that is ready to poison them. The politicians are smart. We will get that key. That key is what we want to get. And we will go after the key. Some of you prefer to take the bread, but we know that you are just as ignorant as anything else. That is why you are thinking the bread will be the best option. But we know that the bread is not the best option. We get the key, we lose the gate, and everybody is free of mind. Ẹ̀rí brain àwọn èèyàn ṣe máa ṣiṣẹ́ for development. You will see a boost in the education, stable electricity, think Yoruba first, world-class industries, where people are manufacturing things with nothing to say that the technology will not be available. You won't get these in Nigeria. The politicians are just laughing at us and hoping that we will back out and they will now ride on every single one of us. You would have a passport that you will be respected across the globe, just as the American citizens. Kò síbi tọ́mọ Amẹ́ríkà bá ń lọ ọkàn ẹ̀ balẹ̀. Nígbà tá a bá délẹ̀ lérí wa, kò síbi tọ́mọ Yorùbá bá fẹ́ lọ tílẹ̀ òní tí ọkàn òní máa balẹ̀ pé bí nǹkan kan bá tẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. As we continue to remember our fallen heroes, we pray for them. We remember the families. Some of us have probably forgotten that these are people that have children, wives that were left behind. We appreciate some of you that are still in touch with the family. But when we finally get to Yoruba Nation, not just those that died during the course of Yoruba Nation, we will remember everyone that were killed directly or indirectly from that name Nigeria. You will be shocked that the day that we stop using the name Nigeria, the whole atmosphere and the energy of the Yoruba land will change and there will be like a new breathing space coming into it. The Omoluabi will come back automatically without no hesitation. The real Yorubas will start coming out. But before we get there, some of us will have to work extremely hard. Some of us will do as much, while some will do less. But one thing is, my name is OLAMILEKAN. We are fully ready for this. And we are prepared. Whatever the circumstance of what is going to be the outcome, the Yoruba must be free from the bondage and the shackles that has been put on us. And we will not allow this time to go without stopping it. Look at us very well. There's a lot that we can do. And there's a lot that can be done. But we will do everything the legal way. We will do everything according to how some of you want it. But be rest assured, some of those things might not be as the way you think. The Yoruba will defend their land when the time comes. We will not fold our arms and allow invaders that are trekking from Kogi to Ondo State, thinking that because they have these rifles in their hands and they can use that to suppress and hold us to bondage, using the influence of some of their own politicians from the north, we will free ourselves. Thank you so much once again. Have a very good morning. And remember, my name is OLAMILEKAN, known as KOIKIMEDIA. Yoruba nation has come to stay. Our politicians must always remember that. Udaro.
Yorùbá fẹ́ dá dúró èyí ń referendum ni wọ́n ń pè é gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni yóò tọwọ́ bọ ìwé Yorùbá ń fẹ́ òmìnira ohun tí àwọn tí à ń wí yìí fẹ́ gbọ́ ni wípé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó fẹ́ kúrò lóko ẹrú ni wọ́n yóò tọwọ́ bọ ìwé náà mo rọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi wípé tí a bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ referendum gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni kó tọwọ́ bọ ìwé ìdádúró Yorùbá mo fi Elédùmarè ṣẹ̀rí Yorùbá kò ní ja ogun àwọn ògo Yorùbá yóò jí dìde padà sípò ẹ kúrò nínú ọ̀jẹ̀lú ọmọ Yorùbá ilé yá o. ẹ̀yin rẹ́bẹ̀njẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tí ẹ sọ pé oko ẹrú Nàìjíríà ló wù yín ẹ ṣe làákàyè tí ẹ ń jẹ́ kí àwọn olóṣèlú Yorùbá máa forí yín gba pààrọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba arúmọjẹ Nàìjíríà ẹ gbọ́ mi ná ká kàwé ká má ríṣẹ́ ìfipábánisùn ìjínigbé ìpànìyàn gbígba owó ìtanràn ìfi màálù ìjẹnilóko owó gbọ́múlé láńtà hábà ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jí kúrò nínú èdè tí ìsopọ̀ Nàìjíríà kó wa sí ẹ jí kúrò nínú èdè tí àwọn olóṣèlú fi ń tàn yín ẹ jẹ́ kí a jọ sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi ìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan kúrò nínú oko ẹrú Nàìjíríà ṣé ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú Yorùbá fẹ́ sọ Yorùbá dẹrú ní ilẹ̀ wa ni ṣé ẹ fẹ́ kí Yorùbá náà tún dàbí Haúsá ní ilẹ̀ ní wọn ètò àti ìfẹ́ Uthman Dan Fodio náà ló sì wà lọ́wọ́ tí ìjọba Nàìjíríà tó ń gbèrò àti mú wá sí ìmúṣẹ pé kí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà jẹ́ tàwọn ṣé àwọn mẹ́yà tí aláwọ̀ tí ì mọ̀ pariwo bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ dìde ẹ ronú ẹ jẹ́ kí a jọ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká jọ dé ilẹ̀ ògo wa nígbà tí àwọn Fúlàní gba ilẹ̀ àti ìlú àwọn Haúsá tán tí wọ́n bá fi ara wọn jẹ olórí ìlú gbogbo àwọn ọmọ àti olùtẹ̀lé Dan Fodio ló sì ń lo ìgbàdòní ní ilẹ̀ Àrẹwà àti Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀. láṣẹ ń ké tantan pé ilé tiwa ti tó lọ àwa ń lọ. kókó ti yí Yorùbá po ẹ̀yin gómìnà ṣáàmà orí adé gbogbo ẹ ò sì fúnra ewu ń bẹ nínú igbó Yorùbá gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ọlọ́kadà tí ń bẹ ládùúgbò yín irinṣẹ́ ogun ni wọ́n àwọn ṣúṣàìnà ń kọ́ irinṣẹ́ ogun ni wọ́n àwọn mẹgáàdì yín gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá irinṣẹ́ ogun ni wọ́n bí 20 ọdún sẹ́yìn ni mo ti ń ké tantan fún Yorùbá ẹ̀yin ẹ lọ ra àwọn rẹ́kọ̀dù mi gbogbo Orísun Yorùbá ìkíní ìkejì ìtànlú Ìlọrin ìbínú Odùduwà láti ẹnu Ìdòwú Adékọ̀gà Babárólú. Yorùbá yóò ní orílẹ̀-èdè tuntun kódà yẹ̀kínì kan kò lè yẹ̀. mo kí Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ ọkọ̀ Dídéolú mo kí Moshood Kásìmáwò Ọláwálé Abíọ́lá mo kí Cicero ti ìlú Ẹ̀sà Òkè ọ̀nkú Bọ́lá Ìgè mo kí ọmọ wọn ní Oǹdó Ẹ̀gì Àbígánì ọmọ Fáwàìmí.
May God protect our land. May God bless Yoruba nation. Ó dàárọ̀.